Sports News now. Here's Charles Aruka.
Thanks, Samarachi. Welcome to Sports News. Super Eagles coach Stephen Keshi remains optimistic that the Eagles will get a good result against Ethiopia in Addis Ababa when both sides slug it out in the 2014 FIFA World Cup qualifier. Keshi, who worked with his full squad this evening in Abuja, assured football fans there is nothing to fear. Elsewhere in West Africa, Boubacar Baba Diarra has been elected president of the Mali Football Federation for a 4-year tenure. He got the nod at the elective General Assembly of the body held on Tuesday in Mopti, a town located in the northeastern part of the Malian capital, Bamako. Baba Diarra defeated his predecessor, Hamadoun Kolado Cisse, in a keen contest with 29 votes to Cisse's 25 during the second round of voting. And on the international scene, FIFA President Joseph Blatter has denied reports of a deal that will see his rival, UEFA boss Michel Platini, succeed him as the world football ruling body's head. Reports being circulated in the German media claimed Blatter would not seek re-election in 2015 as part of a deal to clear the way for the head of Europe's football ruling body. The reports also suggest Platini would refrain from making further comments about running for the FIFA spot until the 2014 World Cup. And a very bizarre twist this time, Ivailo Petev has resigned as a manager of Levski Sofia after an altercation with disgruntled fans. Petev, who was stripped of his shirt by angry fans in his first news conference, has quit the Bulgarian club a day after being appointed. The 38-year-old left today after what he described as an ugly encounter. Tennis world #1 Rafael Nadal cruised into the Shanghai Rolex Masters third round with a 6-3, 6-2 victory over Alexander Dolgopolov. Nadal, playing his first match since returning to the top of the Emirates ATP rankings, the 27-year-old won 77% of his service points, not facing a break point, and broke Dolgopolov 3 times to advance in 59 minutes.
Mr. Nadal is changing color and left far side line. Excellent match, Nadal.
Well, that's it on Sports News. It's back to Amarachi for the rest of the news at 10.
On the foreign scene, the federal government has ordered investigation into the killing of 3 Nigerians and the attack on the Nigerian embassy in Guinea-Bissau. This was part of the deliberations during the Federal Executive Council meeting today. The affected Nigerians, who were alleged to have kidnapped a child, were lynched by rioters in Bissau. The Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to the President, Dr. Reuben Abati, told State House correspondents that the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, who is in charge of Africa, briefed the Council about the development. In the meantime, on the foreign scene still, the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons says the Syrian government is working constructively with the international team, but there must be a truce in the country, even if temporarily, before the organization can complete its work. Tokwe Fagwemi has more in the summary of the day's foreign stories.
The civil body in charge of chemical weapons has asked for a ceasefire in Syria in order to allow it destroy the country's chemical stockpiles. The organization's chief, Ahmed Zumzu, said the deadline for destroying the equipment is extremely tight, but that it's possible if there's a ceasefire. The row between Russia and some Greenpeace activists has taken a new turn. Russian investigators say they have found what appears to be hard drugs on board the Greenpeace ship seized during a protest in the Arctic last month. While Greenpeace said the claim is a smear and a fabrication. Still in Europe, Italy is to hold a state funeral for the hundreds of migrants who died after their boat capsized close to the island of Lampedusa last Thursday. Prime Minister Enrico Letta made the announcement during a visit to the island with the European Commission President Jose Manuel Barroso. So far, divers have recovered 302 bodies from the wreck. In Asia, the Pakistani Taliban is singing a new tune. Head of the militant group, Hakimullah Mashood, says he's open to serious talks with the government, but he added that he has not yet been approached. Hakimullah also denied carrying out recent deadly attacks in public places, though he says he will continue to target America and its friends. Finally, former Egyptian President Mohamed Morsi will go on trial on November the 4th on charges of inciting murder and violence. The charges relate to the deaths of at least 7 people during clashes between opposition protesters and Muslim Brotherhood supporters outside a presidential palace in Cairo last year.
And the main news again, the Department of State Security has insisted that Boko Haram leader Abubakar Shekau is dead, and the video purportedly showing him alive is a doctored one. Also, the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, has accused ASU of politicizing the industrial action. While Solomon La, the first executive governor of Plateau State, has died, he passed away in a hospital in the United States at the age of 80 this evening. Finally, Italy is to hold a state funeral for hundreds of migrants who died in the Lampedusa boat mishap. And that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubali. Good night.